Make yourself comfortable. And I just want to welcome everyone. So, and I always like it when people in my classes know, at least know each other's names. So here we have Jenny, Lisa, who's brand new, welcome, Svetlana, Monica, Diane. Then we have Candy and Paul. Behind we have Marlene and Carol. Then we have Linda and Jennifer right behind you. Okay, so whether you have a regular yoga practice or it's your first time or it's been a while since you've been back on the mat, you're all welcome here. And I just want to make sure that we know that yoga is an individual practice. There's never any competition. If you want to compete against anyone, just compete against yourself. And it's just always important to remember, our bodies are amazing, a miracle. And it's always important to respect our abilities and what we can do, but also our restrictions, because safety is the most important thing. So nobody knows your body more than you, no one. And so, you know, it might be challenging to come to like an edge where you feel like you can't do it. That's okay. You can flirt with it, but don't push yourself through that edge just trying to do it. Meet it with kindness, with compassion, back off, see what you can do. And then it's always important, we don't want floppy yoga. So we always want to bring your muscles into action and all the poses. Just, we do our best, that's all. Okay. So let's start out lying down on our backs. And we're going to settle in. And I'm going to give 1 minute of just not doing anything. Just complete non-doing, to individually and collectively trying to leave aside this whirlwind, this chaos and the swirl of life. So just 1 moment of nothing. Just stay here, relax, and see if you can bring attention to your breath. And just notice your belly rise on the inhale and just fall on the exhale. You can keep your eyes open if you want. You can close them or soften your gaze. And just allow your physical body to just melt and surrender into the mat. And just notice if there's any areas of tension or tightness. See if we can just go there and allow them to just soften. Allow them to just let go. And just slowly, starting with your feet, let's do a linear body scan. So you work your way slowly up your body and just notice these areas. Let them go if you need to. And this is your practice. So leave aside everything that is other than your time here on the mat, because all those things, you can pick them up on your way, your cares and worries if you want. Take them with you when you go. But for now, they don't serve your best interest. So just leave them aside. As you slowly work your way up, let's bring our attention to your face. Just allow your jaw to be, release your jaw. And just allow your tongue, just let it go. And soften the muscles around your mouth, around your forehead. A lot of times we carry tension there and we don't even realize it. So just allow them to soften. Just take a few more moments here. Okay, so on your next inhale, float your arms up to the ceiling and then overhead all the way to the floor behind you. Pretend you're still in bed. You haven't gotten up yet. So what do we do when we wake up? We lengthen. So lengthen your body as much as you can. We bring our muscles into a slight tension, and then we allow them to release. And this helps to start moving the fascia, which is kind of like our body's saran wrap. It keeps us in place. So go ahead, do it again, but bring your legs up and bring them to one side. Sometimes we do that too. Bring your muscles into tension. Release, take a yawn if you want to. Do it one more time. Bring your legs, if you brought them up, bring them to the other side. And just let your muscles release. And then go ahead, grab your knees, give them a nice hug, and just roll around. Massaging your lower back, the sacral plate, your kidneys. And let's go ahead, put our feet on the mat for a moment here. Take your hands and put your hands, as a review for some, but reviews never hurt. So let's put our fingers on our hip bones, these two bones that face straight up to the ceiling. And then bring your fingers like away from your bones toward the midline, but keep them near your bones. That whole area is nice and soft. Okay, so here we're going to take an inhale. So inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. And then when you're done exhaling, bring your belly button to your spine and your back to the mat. And you notice that muscle pops out. Okay, that's your deepest core muscle. Think of a transverse abdominis. Think of a corset or a cummerbund. So that's why I invite you to think about your core as 3D, like an apple core. It's not only the front, it goes all around. So now we're going to work on some deep core muscles, but all over. So let's bring our thighs so that they're perpendicular. You can look at me if you need to, perpendicular to the floor, and your shins are parallel to the floor. Your arms are straight up. If you ever notice a little bug that dies, for some reason, they turn themselves upside down. So this is actually called dead bug. And it's a safe exercise because your spine is nice and stable. It's not, you're never in spinal flexion. It's stable right along the mat. So before we begin, bring your belly button to your spine and your back to the mat. And we're going to keep it there the whole time. So now we're going to extend our right arm and left leg. Just bring your right arm overhead, left leg to the floor in front, and they're 1 inch off the mat. This is also good for coordination because the other two body parts you keep in place. Never hold your breath. Hold the pose. Keep your belly button to your spine, your back to the mat. Let's bring those up. And then bring your left arm down, right leg down, 1 inch off the mat. Flex your foot so you charge through your heel. Keep your belly button to your spine. You're back to the mat. Take another breath here and then bring them up. Good. Now, do 3 more at your own pace, your own rhythm, holding the pose, but never holding your breath. Nice. And really keep your belly button to your spine, your back to the mat, and feel your strength. Coordination, because the parts that aren't moving stay in place. So it's also good for your brain. Nice. Good. We stay down there for a few breaths. We hold the pose, but never our breath. It's also interesting. I invite you to notice how many times a day we hold our breath. Like we might hold our breath when we pour coffee, when we open a jar, when we open a door, when we look at emails. Just try to notice these. And it's particularly problematic to hold your breath during exercise because that makes your blood pressure go up. Good. So when you're done, just go ahead and grab your knees. Take your time. We'll wait for everybody. Roll around, massage your lower back once again. And then when you're ready, work your way up to a seated position. And it really here doesn't matter how your legs are. They can be crossed. They can be straight out in front. But what does matter is your posture. So we want to make sure we have the same amount of effort on these 2 bones here. We'll call them our sits bones. They do have scientific names, but we'll call them sits bones because that's what we feel when we sit. And so we want them even, and we want our whole torso, like our heart over our pelvis and our head over our heart. And we don't have to think about anything. Just think about bringing your crown of the head to the ceiling. So we want to lengthen within. You should be able to breathe with ease. Here again, you can keep your eyes open. You can soften your gaze. We'll just take a few breaths here. I want to make sure that you can feel comfort in your breath, your circulation. Okay. So from here, let's take our head and look all the way to the right side. And then make your eyes go back as far as they can. How far can they look? Coming back up, look straight ahead, and then all the way to the left. Again, bring your eyes all the way back. Right. And then come back up. And then just soften your gaze, shift up comfortably, never cranking. And then come back. Let's bring our hands to heart. And then we drop our chin. And when we do this, it stimulates the vagus nerve. So it has to do with helping us shift into the parasympathetic nervous system. And when we bow, it brings our focus within. So it's just a reminder, really, what a work in. A few breaths here and just release your hands and do a couple neck rolls on each side. Each direction, taking your time. When you're done, I'll just notice that your heads are all facing the fireplace. Taking your time. Okay. Now, just notice how your back is. Did your back start to flex over like this? If so, you might just need to sit on a blanket, and that's it. So just let's keep our lower back nice and strong. Keep your belly engaged, and then your crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Good. Let's go ahead and bring our arms out to the side. And then inhale, exhale, make your arms 1 inch longer. Nice. We'll do that one more time. So inhale, exhale, make your arms as long as possible. And you should feel sensations going up your arms. This is how we move the fascia. So let's rotate your palms, bring them all the way up. Just lift your shoulders, lift your arms, reach as high as you can, lengthening from within. Exhale, bring your right hand down, and it's really up to you how far you want to go in your twist. You can even go halfway and reach up to the ceiling. If you want to go a little bit more, just go. Find your length there. Find what feels good for you. We'll take one more breath here. And then when you inhale, come back all the way up. Reach up, lift your shoulders, lift your arms, lift your fingers. Bring your left arm down. Same thing, either up straight or over. Make your body feel good. And coming back up, let's lift up nice and high. And then let's twist. So whenever we twist, we'll twist to the right side. We always want to twist with a nice long spine. Nice. So inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, open a little bit more to the right. Bring your eyes all the way. And then with your eyes only, make 2 huge circles, 1 in each direction, just with your eyes. And then on your next inhale, we're going to untwist, coming all the way, lifting up nice and high first, and then exhaling, we twist toward the yoga wall to your left. Nice. Here again, head and neck are the last parts, eyes all the way. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, peel that left shoulder back just a little bit more. And then with your eyes, make 2 huge circles, 1 in each direction. Nice. On your next inhale, let's untwist and come back to the front. Reaching up. Let's bring our arms down, hands together. Just go as low as your wrist will allow you to go. Nice. Staying nice and tall. Nice. Let's take our right hand and just bring it back just like that. So you get a nice little stretch on the bottom of your forearm, and then bring your hand down. And then left. Nice. And then down. Just notice your body. Good. Let's bring our arms out, reach up, and then press. Feel these muscles. Let your shoulder blades stop you from going back, but sense into these muscles. Nice. We'll do that one more time. So reach up and then press back. These muscles are so important because if we can't feel them, then they lose the ability to hold us up straight. Nice. Let's bring our arms out to the side. This time, bring your left hand across your body. Hold it up. And just explore that opening in your left shoulder. If you want, you can stay right like this. If you want a little bit more, you might want to pat yourself on the back, reaching your arm up and then back. And if you want to get a little sensation in your tricep area, the back, push your elbow down just a little bit, but keep your heart open. Nice. If it's in your practice, if you want to reach back with your right arm and try to grab your left fingers, go ahead. We can try it. We can all try it. Nice. Stay nice and tall. One more breath, and then let's unwind. Reaching. We'll bring the right arm back. Explore that opening in your right shoulder. And if you want to stay just like this, it's perfect. If you want a little bit more, let's press down to get that stretch in the back of your arm. Nice. If it's in your practice, reach around, grab your fingers, or try. Doesn't matter. Nice. One more breath. And we'll unwind. Bring your hands up. And then bring them down one last time, reaching as far as you can. Okay, we're gonna come over our legs. So we're gonna come to a tabletop pose. That's just like this. So we wanna have our, first of all, before we even begin, let's stack up for success. When we stack up for success, that just means our joints are all in alignment. So we want our knees underneath our hips, and then our wrists, elbows, and shoulders in alignment. Okay. From here, let's take our knees and bring them to the sides of the mat. Bring your big toes to touch. And then take a hand step out with your hands. So your spine is already a little longer. With a nice straight spine, we glide back with our tailbone first. And we allow our belly to just fall between your thighs. And this should be comfortable. If it's not, just let me know. We allow our heart to just melt. And we just lengthen a little bit. So as people age, it's not that they have to get shorter. There's no reason for them to get shorter, although it's so common. It's just that we lose space. So whenever we can, we want to create as much space and lengthen our body. So you can stay here for a moment, but if you want a little bit more, if you want to explore this opening in the sides of your body, let's crawl your whole torso and your arms off to the left side. And you can put your right hand on top of your left. I'll move this for a second. Breathe in. Maybe you feel your right ribs expand. Breathing into those ribs, your right lung. And then let's come back to the middle. Take another breath, nice and long, and then crawl off. Make yourself feel good. Crawl off to the other side. You can put your left hand, if you want, on top. Nice. Breathing into those left ribs. Take a breath. And then when you're ready, let's come back to the middle. Lengthen out one more moment here. Let your heart melt, let your belly melt one more time. And then come up to a tabletop. So you need to bring your knees in underneath your hips. And let's try to resist the urge to drop your head. So bring the crown of your head toward the fireplace. Your neck is just an extension of your spine. So from here, let's keep our hips high. We'll take an inhale. Drop your belly. Work your way up your spine and let your heart shine out. Nice. And then the effort comes from your tailbone, from your pelvis. So start there. Start curling it down. Bring your belly button up. And we come up to a cat pose. Nice. Like a little Halloween cat. At the end, drop your head, drop your neck. Bow to your heart and thank your heart. Nice. Inhale. Drop your belly. Work your way up your spine. Nice. Exhale. Belly button to the spine. Start with your tailbone. Effort from the pelvis first. Working your way up. At the end, drop your head, drop your neck. And then go ahead, do a few more of these at your own pace. If you want, sway your hips from side to side. If it makes sense for you, go in circles. Make your body feel good. Follow your own rhythm, your own breath. And when we follow our own rhythms, our own personal, unique rhythms, it brings our bodies into harmony. So do whatever you need to make yourself feel good. A lot of movement comes from the spine. So move your spine in all the possible directions. When it's flexible and supple, but strong, it helps us with posture, with movement. Take your time. Go in circles. Sway your hips from side to side. I'm going to give you a few moments here. So just really get into it. If you're interested in asymmetry, put one of your hands off the mat and see what that feels like. Yeah. Okay. And when you're done, I'll notice that everyone is back in tabletop, but there's just like nature, there's no hurry, there's no rush. Okay. So from here, we'll do a cow together. These are cat cows. So inhale, drop your belly, work your way up your spine, let your heart shine out. On your exhale, let's curl up your toes. And we're going to lift our sits bones as high as they can. And then descend your heels. Nice. This is downward facing dog. We lengthen the back of our legs. We lengthen our spine. We allow blood to come to our brain. So take your dog for a walk here if you want to. Make yourself feel good here. We're not staying here long. All right. On your next inhale, let's step halfway up to our hands, halfway. And we'll take our time getting up. So we let our blood pressure even out here. So let's put our hands on our shins and have a nice long spine. So let's try to get our ribs away from our hips. Try to get the crown of your head away from your shoulders so that there's maximum distance between your sits bones and crown of your head, giving your nerves some space, giving your disc some space. They're under gravity all moments of the day. So just take another breath here. And then slowly hinge at the hips and come on all the way up. Taking your time. Let's continue with our arms. Bring them all the way up. Let's grab our right wrist. Lift your fingers as high as you can. And then exhale, bend toward that yoga wall. Can we lift up our right leg? If you can't, that's fine. No problem. We'll get there. Change. Lift up your left fingers. Exhale, find your diagonal. You want to lift your left. Notice what your right toes have to do to keep you in balance. Let's come back up to the center. Steeple your hands. Lift up. Lift your heart. Lift your sternum. Lift your shoulders. Lift your arms. When they can't go anymore, we go over a beach ball in our upper back. Right. And then we come down. We bring our hands together and we graze our center line. Forehead, lips, heart. Let's hinge at the hips. Nice. And then we're going to open up. So we'll take an inhale. We pretend we have that chair behind us, but we don't. We open up. Bring your arms out to the side. So here, check out your knees. Just make sure they're not over your toes. Instead, we sit down in a chair. So we bring our sits bones down. Good. Stay here. Long spine. Don't move your legs, but separate them. But don't separate them. Push them to the side wall. Some nice isometric contractions here. Strength building from the outside of your legs. Push, push, push. Nice. Release your legs and press your arms back. Nice. Reach out your arms one more time and then bring them down behind your back. And then we're going to bring our knuckles down and out. And we let our heart shine. And we inhale. Nice. On your exhale, we stand up straight and we hinge at the hips. Keep your spine nice and long and your arms are strong. right across your back, knuckles to the back wall. Hug your muscles to your bones. Take a breath here. On your inhale, release your clasp. Bring your arms all the way down and all the way up. We're going to do a couple more of these. So reach up and then exhale. Find your diagonal and lift. What are your left toes doing? Toes help with balance. Let's come back. Reach up and then exhale, bend, lift. Good. Let's come back. Steeple. Lift your heart, sternum, shoulders, arms, fingers, and we go back. And then we come back up. Forehead, lips, heart. We hinge. All right, from here, inhale. Another chair pose. Keep your legs where they are. Let's keep your legs, your knees in line with your hips, over your ankles, not your toes. And then this time, keep them where they are, but squeeze. Squeeze as if you have a book. Nice. Really feel that effort. Feel your energy. Feel your strength. Release your legs and press. Good. Reach out one more time and then clasp. Inhale, knuckles down and out. Let your heart shine. Nice. Stand up straight and hinge at the hips. Arms long and strong. Knuckles to the back wall, crown of the head to the fireplace. Resist that urge to drop your head. Inhale, release your clasp and come all the way up. We'll do one more. Grab your right wrist, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Can you lift your foot a little higher this time? Nice. Let's come back and switch. Lift up high. Bend. Absolute awareness. Coming back. Let's steeple. Lift up nice and high. Keep going, keep going, keep lifting. Lift the crown of your head too. And then over that beach ball without jutting your hips out in front. Nice. And then we'll come back. Palms together. Forehead, lips, heart right down the center. We come to a halfway up. Nice. Inhale. We come back, chair pose. Hug your muscles into your bones, even in your arms. Separate your legs, but don't separate them. Push. Belly button to your spine, nice and strong. Push. Release your legs. Press your arms. Feel those muscles there. Inhale, reach out once again. Exhale, clasp. Inhale, bring your knuckles down and out and just let your heart shine. These all help. These movements help with posture. Good. Inhale, let's stand up straight. Hinge at the hips. Nice. Arms long and strong. On your next inhale, release your clasp. Come all the way up. And then bring your hands to heart. You can shake out your legs if you need to. Let's come to the top of the mat. Just stand with your feet an appropriate distance. So if you really want to know an appropriate distance, go like this with your hands. And then just make sure that they're like that. That's pretty good. You can do that. That should feel comfortable for you. See if we can get some of the weight, or maybe like a 1/3 or so, back toward your heels. Does that make sense for you? Relax your shoulders. Don't even think about that. Just go ahead and lift the crown of your head to the ceiling. We always want to lengthen if we can. So this is mountain pose. If you want, you can bring your hands to your heart. But just either soften your gaze or close your eyes. Just take a moment, just like a mountain. Mountains have nothing to prove. It's all about presence. So just take a moment and just remind yourself how strong you are. How present you are. Okay, relax. All right, standing nice and tall. Let's shift. We'll do a tree pose. Let's shift our weight to the right leg. Now, instead of sagging and hanging off of joints and ligaments, root down, but lift your upper body. And then take your left leg and let's turn it out and put your sole of your foot on your shin. If you want to put it on your thigh, that's fine. A trick is to bring it up first to the front and then place it. But that's up to you. If you're also, here's another way to do a tree. You have your heel over your ankle and you can keep your foot on the mat. Nice. Hold. Let's see if we can extend our branches. And if you have your heel on your ankle, let's keep lifting the ball of our foot up so we practice our balance just like that. Nice. It's a little windy, or it was yesterday. Moving with grace. Nice. One more inhale here. And we'll bring our hands to heart. Okay, don't forget, everybody has a chair or a pole or the wall. So let's set ourselves up. Transfer that weight. Root down, but rise up. Feel the groundedness, but feel the lightness of your upper body, just like a tree going toward the sun. Lift your leg or down here if you're if it's new to you, doesn't matter. Let's lift our arms up. Good. It's a little windy. Nice. That's all right. And when we fall, can you imagine if we were our kids, what would happen if we fell? Everybody would laugh. Ha ha. So let's bring these sides of your lips up. That's called a smile. And come down. Good. That's what we have to do. That's the sign of an advanced yogi, laughing when we fall. So, okay, we're going to move on. So let's come to the top of the mat. We're there already. Good. All right. So, standing straight and tall. Transfer the weight to your right foot. Okay, we're going to take our left foot. We're going to take a big step back. But if you want to practice a little bit more balance, bring it up and then bring it back. And then we bend that right leg and we set up. Before we move on, let's get our base nice and stable. Our front foot, our right foot, planted parallel to the long side of the mat, knee over the ankle, and your knee and thigh go toward your pinky toe, second and third toe. We don't want to buckle in like that. And then your back foot, let's see if we can get our toes facing that upper left corner of your mat. That's good. Or even out just a little bit. It'll help protect your knee. Okay, let's bring our thigh bones toward the middle. And then when you're ready, just let's rise up. Reaching up nice and high. Keep going. Grab your left wrist. Lengthen your body and then bend. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach. Exhale, let's clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, bring your knuckles down and out. This is just like we did before. On your exhale, let's put our hands on our hips just for a guide for the beginning. And then inhale, lengthen your spine. The reason why your hands are on your hips is so they don't move as we bring your torso toward parallel. Now you can reclasp your hands and bring your knuckles to the back wall and notice the weight on your right leg. That's what we want. Nice. Crown of the head, nice and long, arms strong along your back. Putting a lot of weight on our right leg. On your next inhale, release your clasp, push off with your right leg, coming all the way back up. Nice. Let's reach up high. And then we're going to keep our right leg where it is, but we're going to pivot the back foot, pivot your left foot, make your left foot parallel to the short side of the mat. Okay. And let's have so since our right leg didn't move, it's still bent in that position. Doesn't matter how wide you are, just have to feel comfortable in this pose. Arms at shoulder height, your torso's facing this yoga wall. We shift our gaze just like a warrior over our right middle fingers. Fierceness. Feel your power. Hug your muscles to your bones in your arms and feel the energy coming up from the earth. And another way to feel that is squeeze that mat together. Squeeze that mat. Nice. Let's rotate both palms and then inhale, reach up, extend your right leg and face this yoga wall, shifting your gaze as well. Then we rotate our palms and we glide back in to warrior two. Good. Two more, just like that. Rotate palms. Inhale, extend your right leg and come all the way up. Nice. Rotate the palms, shift your gaze back, laser sharp focus. All right, one last time. Rotate, inhale, extend that leg. Nice. Shift your gaze and then shift all the way back. Laser sharp focus. Let's rotate only your right palm, only. And then inhale, reach up, extend your right leg, reverse triangle. Nice. So find that length on your right side. And then come back in, bend that right leg again, back into warrior two. This time you're going to keep that right leg where it is, bent. Rotate the right palm. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Yeah, nice. So peaceful warrior is not a back bend. It's a side extension. So just feel it on your right side. Nice. Let's come back in, gliding right back to that warrior two. Nice. Feel your strength. Feel your power in this warrior. Okay, now all you're going to do is take your left hand. You're going to bring it down. You're going to shift your left foot back to the top of the mat. And here we are, warrior one, facing the fireplace. So we still have our right leg right where it was. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Good. Now, slowly, slowly bring your hands down. And then pretend they're on a little track, just straight ahead. They're going to bring you forward, your torso forward. We come up on the ball of our back foot, and then slowly we lift. Absolute awareness. Nice. Practice, practice. You can have your arms straight out at your heart, at your side, or at a T. One more inhale. Create as much space with your body. Take up as much room as possible. And then go ahead and bring your foot down. Bring your hands back to your heart. Ah, good. Shake out your legs. Nice. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So just to practice balance, you know, we're going to take that step back with our right leg, but we're going to practice a little balance on the way. So shift your weight to your left, root down, but lift up. Go ahead, lift your leg and just bring it back, pass through. And then you're going to bend your left leg and we're going to set up our base. So same thing, you know what to look for now. So we want our left knee over our left ankle. Maybe the right toes come up to the corner of the mat or face the corner of the mat. And then we rise up. We're ready. Lift, lengthen, grab your right wrist. Inhale, exhale, bend. Nice. Inhale. Press on your exhale. Let your heart shine. Inhale, reach up once again. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, let your heart shine, knuckles down and out. Exhale, bring your hands to hips. Inhale, lift your heart, lift, lengthen from within, lead with your heart. Your torso comes toward parallel. Nice. Once it's there, let's reclasp our hands so that your arms are long and strong, knuckles to the back wall. Head nice and long. Remember, your neck is an extension of your spine. Nice. So we're loading now all the bones, stressing them actually. That's how they grow. A lot of weight on our left. So it's good for your left thigh, left hip. Nice. Taking one more breath here. On your inhale, let's release your clasp. Come all the way up. Reaching nice and high. And then we're going to keep our left leg exactly where it is. Inhale, pivot your right foot. So now your right foot is parallel to the short side of the mat. Good. Laser sharp focus over your left fingers. Nice. Arms out, long as they can. Hug your muscles to your bones. Squeeze that mat together. Feel that energy coming up into your center. Let's rotate both palms. And then inhale, bring them up. We shift both arms up to the ceiling. Both arms up to the ceiling, shifting our gaze. Exhale, rotate again, glide right back in. Shift your gaze. Nice, rotate them one more time. We come up nice and slow. And then back down again. Last one. Rotate, inhale, lift with grace and gratitude, gliding right back in. Warrior two, shifting your gaze. Nice, rotate your left palm. Inhale, let's straighten your left leg. So we come up to a peaceful or revolved reverse triangle. And then gliding right back in, you got it. Warrior two. Let's shift rotate your left palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Nice, so it's a nice bend on your, and then we come back up. All you're going to do now is bring your right arm down, pivot that right foot. We come right up again to the top of the mat. Nice, facing the fireplace. Good job. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring your fingers down. And then when you're ready, glide forward, come up on the ball of your right foot, ready to take off in a bit when you're ready. Levitate, elevate, body, mind, and heart, lifting up. One more inhale, create as much space as possible. And then exhale, let's bring that foot down, bring your hands down, come back to the top of the mat. Great. All right. We're going to go down to the mat, but I just want to make one more point on balance. When we balance, make sure your eyes look at the horizon. We don't want to look down. That causes us to flex too much. We want to expand, and that helps with balance. So just make sure your eyes look straight. Okay, let's go down to the mat. And we're going to grab our knees. Inhale, roll forward on your sits bones, lengthen your spine. We're going to visit these muscles again that we worked on earlier. Okay, so inhale and then exhale down. Lift your thighs so that they're perpendicular, close to your chest. Bring them close to your chest. Can we extend our arms? Nice. Focus, bring your mind to these muscles here and also your hip flexors that are responsible for bringing your chest to your thigh. Let's lift one leg. Don't hold your breath. Nice. And we'll put that down. Let's see if we can extend. Lift the other leg. Don't hold your breath. Good. Let's lift both. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Nice long spine, you can do it. Down. Let's stay just like this. And then open up. Coming down onto the mat. Slowly, slowly, slowly. No plopping, no plopping, no plopping. Nice. Woo. Go ahead, hug your knees. Roll around. Nice. Let's take our right leg, put it over your left leg. Ankle, over your knee. If you have a stretch already, or if you just want to hang out just like this, that's fine. If not, go ahead and reach through, grab the back of your thigh or your shin. Take a breath. Surrender. And then let's bring our feet to the mat. Bring your arms along your side. Maybe you can graze your heel with the back of your heel with your middle fingers. Then relax your arms. And then take a breath and start to lift your tailbone, pressing your back into the mat, lift your tailbone, and then push up. So we come into a bridge. I want you to feel a nice little stretch on your quads. Squeeze your glutes. So bridges strengthen the back side of your body, and they open up the front. Nice. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, stay strong, stay strong. On your next inhale, maybe you can lift up your heels and get a little higher. Lift your hips. And then bring your heels down, bring your body down. If you want to come down onto one of your blocks with your sacrum, go ahead. If not, it's okay. If you want to practice putting this underneath you, and we're going to lift our legs straight up to the ceiling. Nice. Take your toes, bring your toes as close to your face as possible. So we're really flexing our feet. Lift up to the ceiling with your heels. Lift your heels all the way to the ceiling. So you get that last lengthening in the back of your legs. Nice. And then go ahead and make circles. Flex and point your feet. Squeeze your toes and then spread them apart. And then let's go ahead and grab your right knee. Give your right knee a nice hug. And then leading with your heel of your left foot, left leg. Let's go all the way down, nice and slow, taking your time. Nice, down to the mat. Whew. And then let's take the block away. Let's put our feet back on the mat. And then this time, let's take our left leg and just put it right over your right. Here again, if you want to stay just like this, you can. If you want a little bit more, grab the back of your right thigh or your right shin. All right, let's put our feet back on the mat. Relax your arms by your side. We'll do another bridge. So when you're ready, start to lift your tailbone. Lift it up, and then we come up lifting your hips. Get that nice length on your quads, the muscles in the front of your legs. Squeeze your glutes. If you want, on your next inhale, lift your heels so you get a little higher. See how high you can actually lift your hips. Take a breath here. And then come on down, either putting your sacrum on a block or the mat. Go ahead, let's lift our legs one last time. Here again, flex your feet, lift your heels, and feel that on the back of your legs. And then go ahead, make circles. Squeeze your toes. Wiggle them around. And whenever you're ready, go ahead, grab your knee, give it a nice hug, and allow your right leg to come slowly down on the mat. And then let's take the block away. You can grab your knees, your feet, your toes, whatever. Roll around like a little happy baby. And then go ahead, extend your legs, extend your arms. One last time, let's bring all our muscles into that tension. And just let go. Bring your arms back down to your sides. Shavasana. Now, I just invite you to make yourself as comfortable as you're possible. If you want, I can cover you with a blanket. Just want you to make yourself as comfortable as possible so that you don't fidget. We're going to do a short breathing practice. So I invite you to imagine a rectangle. We're going to breathe at one side for 4 counts. We'll hold our breath across the top for 2. We exhale down the other side for 4. And we'll hold our breath for 2. And it really helps us shift into the parasympathetic nervous system. So it's a tool you can use whenever you need it, when you're stressed out, anxiety. We need to shift. We need to be able to shift our nervous system. And this is just one tool to help you do it. So here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 1, 2. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Last round. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Just breathe normally. When thoughts come, just let them float away like clouds because you're not your thoughts. Thoughts aren't facts. Right now, it's just time to allow this non-doing to permeate your whole body and just melt into the luxury of silence. Remember, silence is not the absence of noise. It's the absence of agitation. So just release and let go, let go, let go.